How can buyers compete against fellow buyers? Many homeowners and sellers in my local market understand that the lack of inventory puts them in the enviable position of reviewing multiple offers. Here's how buyers can approach a home they want to purchase while dealing with competing buyers. Number one, make the highest offer. While sales price is not everything, in our local market, it is most things. Number two, have your proverbial financial ducks in a row. Be prepared to provide a lender or bank pre-approval letter, which means you have already provided your lender documentation, including W-2s, pay stubs, bank accounts, and other financial information in advance of deciding to write an offer. 3, home inspection. In our local market, a contingency such as a home inspection could hinder your offer if the seller has multiple offers. Not willing to waive a home inspection? Ask your realtor to reach out to the listing agent about your conducting a pre-offer home inspection. That way, your offer won't be contingent on a home inspection. 4, appraisal and financing contingencies. Offers with contingencies allow a buyer two things a seller may not want to offer them in a strong market. 1, time. Appraisals and financial contingencies take time from the date of contract ratification during which the seller is tied to your offer, and 2, the ability for the buyer to potentially get out of the contract, void the contract. So by removing the ability to get out of a contract, sellers in our local market place a tremendous value to contract offers that do not have appraisal or financing contingencies, or in some cases, both. Most importantly, waiving appraisal and/or financing shows the seller that you have the financial ability to purchase their home without regard to the appraisal valuation, meaning you are able to make up the difference between the contract price and the appraisal valuation in cash at closing. This is a major consideration for sellers, as oftentimes in bidding wars, the final contract price is in excess to what the home appraises for, and thus the buyers bring cash to settlement. 5, escalation clauses. If the seller is accepting escalation clauses, you can propose a specific contract price, but if there are other competing offers, then your offer can increase in price by a predetermined amount, such as $1,000, $5,000, or $25,000, but max out at a top price that you determine. For example, you offer $500,000 for a home, but agree to allow it to escalate to $550,000 in competing increments of $5,000 over the next highest offer. This may allow you to be competitive with regards to pricing, but an escalation clause is best served with a contract offer that takes all these other contract variables into consideration. 6, cash versus financing. It would seem obvious that an all-cash offer would be the winning offer all the time. But for the reasons noted above, sometimes during a bidding war, offers without contingencies are the winning offers even against all-cash offers because they provide the highest net to a seller and are presented with fewer or no contingencies. Important note, put yourself in the place of this seller and think about their desire to list their home for sale and get to settlement with as few chances of the contract falling through as possible. An analogy I use is a hurdler in a race against others, trying to win the favor of the seller. The hurdles are contingencies and contract terms. The fewer placed in front of the finish line, the more appealing they most likely are to the seller. So work with your realtor to provide as quote-unquote seller-friendly an offer as you feel comfortable submitting, and more importantly, can financially and psychologically handle. 7, final note. I recommend you discuss how to create a competitive offer in advance with your real estate agent and ask them what they recommend before the day you decide to write an offer. An experienced agent in your local area will have a lot of experience with bidding wars and will be able to help you craft an offer with a combination of all the contract variables to best position your offer and hopefully make you a homeowner.